Also, weekend weather making for dangerous driving and a new call for caution around snow plows after a MoDOT plow got hit on Interstate 55.
This is Fox 2 News in the Morning.
And good morning again, St. Louis. Welcome back to Fox 2 News in the Morning.
It is Sunday.
Good morning, Ange.
Our friend the flag. It's going to get a little colder later.
Yeah, he's getting a bit of a workout this morning.
Yeah.
That is because we have some gusty north to northwest winds.
And what you see behind us is all that's left of a North County apartment building. Dozens of residents now homeless after a 7-alarm fire.
That raging fire taking out more than 20 apartments. Ridge Elementary School.
Grab your popcorn, start your engines. Two huge events today and tonight.
And St. Louis is gearing up for the Daytona 500 and the Oscars. Fox 2's George Sells is alive this morning at the
Fox 2 News.
All right, George, we'll see you then. A new call for extra caution this morning when you see snow plows on the highway. A person, a car, and a plow were all struck in a crash that shut down part of I-55 in South St. Louis Saturday. Police are now investigating whether the car got too close to that plow. This was the scene from a MoDOT camera a little after 9 in the morning. Less than 3 hours after, IDOT engineer Joe Monroe had a word of warning for drivers on Fox 2 News in the morning.
We're starting to get to the point in their cleanup where folks are treating it like it's July 4th instead of February 21st. So you're starting to get that drastic speed differential. So you need to drive defensively.
Earlier in the week, Fox 2 caught drivers dangerously weaving in and out of snowplows on Highway 40 near Grand. There was no definitive word on what exactly led to the crash on 55, but the aftermath screamed a greater need for caution. The car involved crumpled front and back, with the plow blade from the MoDOT truck looking as if nothing happened. Police say the person struck and the drivers involved were not seriously hurt. A fortunate twist considering the way things looked when they arrived. Best not to test it as our suddenly nasty St. Louis winter rages on. 7:08 now, almost in St. Louis, and it got suddenly nasty, but then it got unsuddenly pleasant yesterday for a while at least.
Yeah, a lot of melting yesterday. We popped to 41 degrees for a high temperature here in St. Louis. A lot of folks talking about it feeling like spring. Amazing after all the deep cold.
Yeah,
just
40
how warm,
feels pretty warm.
Normal,
Right, normal feels.
winter temperatures can feel. That will not in for Thursday.
There we go. Like you said, 41 yesterday. 35 and 31 sound pretty warm.
Sounds not too bad. I know
No, not at all.
A lot of folks that were saying, this winter hasn't been so bad. Now they're asking for April to get here.
Right.
Yes.
That's so way. Thank you, Angie.
A town hall meeting at UMSL delving into the unrest in Ferguson.
The goal of yesterday's meeting was to create community-based solutions that
And still to come on Fox 2 News in the morning, a legal loophole that could let you sail right through sobriety checkpoints.
An expert shares his advice on how to avoid getting stopped.
And what's cooking in the Fox 2 kitchen there, Kim?
And we have Scott Hepper from Walter Knoll Florist, who is preparing a gorgeous table for anybody who needs some last-minute guidance in setting up an Oscar-worthy party.
In an exclusive interview, Fox News speaks with the Ukrainian Prime Minister, who declares there is no ceasefire. The Prime Minister points to the ongoing shelling by Russian-backed rebels, calling it a direct violation of the signed agreement. The ceasefire went into effect less than a week ago. Now Ukraine is asking for more help from the United States.
One can say that Putin just wants Ukraine.
Germany is calling for more sanctions now against Russia should violations persist.
Just ahead in sports, Mizzou's losing streak reaches an all-time high.
Whew! Rough times in Tiger Country. Plus, the Blues dig themselves an early hole at home against the Penguins. Could they dig themselves back out?
But first, a local hero.
Dedicated runners proving through rain, sleet, and snow they are Boston strong.
The Boston Marathon still 2 months away, but serious runners are well into their training for the race. It takes place Monday, April 20th.
I wonder, Ange, will the snow up there be gone by then? April
Lots of questions.
20th. Man, that's a lot of snow.
It is a lot of snow. And it can obviously still be snowing up there in April.
That's right.
I don't run 6 miles when it's not
Right.
snowing. So afternoon. Dangerous cold overnight tonight.
Yeah, with that wind, it's really going to hit you right in the face.
Definitely be careful.
Absolutely. Be careful. Stay inside. Maybe an indoor run on the treadmill tomorrow.
Yes.
Double-digit negative wind chills, maybe. Woo. Thank you, Ange.
You're welcome.
And thank you for being with us today for Fox 2 News in the Morning.
You guys stick around. Hancock and Kelly is next.
Well, she has become the embodiment of the tragedy of gun violence. 15-year-old Latasha Williams lost an eye in a St. Louis drive-by shooting. For the past 5 months, people have been wearing eye patches in support. Well, now, in a Fox 2 exclusive, you'll see Latasha no longer needs a patch, thanks to a special connection. Lives have a way of colliding that even two good eyes may not see coming.
I want you to just look straight at me.
Bruce Cook is an ocularist. His team has made more than 15,000 artificial eyes the past 35 years, and still, it's different this time. There's something about that young woman in his chair.
Close your eyes. Open.
Maybe he sees a bit of himself in the eye she still has and the replacement he's sculpting for the one she's lost.
So there was a strain of pneumonia that was attacking kids' eyes, and I was one of them. Hasn't slowed me down, though.
A surprise revelation Cook rarely shares. He lost sight in his left eye at age 2 and didn't get an artificial eye until 6 years later.
So I had this shrunken, disfigured eyeball until I was 8 years old.
I was like, oh my God, please stop.
Latasha Williams lost her left eye in September. She was buying treats as a reward for good grades when someone riddled the MV Market with bullets in a drive-by shooting.
And I looked down and I saw a big puddle of blood, and I was like wondering where it came from. So I started like checking on my face, my hand.
When we first met Latasha, she didn't want people to see her wounded eye. But friends, even strangers, started wearing eye patches in support and posting photos on a Facebook page for Latasha called Sight Beyond Eyes. But nothing seemed to shake her mother's sadness.
Yeah, see? Starting to look like an eye.
Until now. Cook fits a wax prototype from which he makes a mold for her new acrylic eye. Cook's daughter is the eye artist who delicately paints the iris layer by layer, then glues on ultra-fine red silk threads for veins until there's nearly an exact match.
This is after the final painting. We will now put a layer of clear acrylic over the surface and cure the plastic and then polish it.
As she sands away any rough spots, an anxious family waits. There's a final buff and polish, and then it's time.
That's awesome. You are awesome. That look good.
You ain't my club now, you know that. Just between you and me. When she looks in the mirror and she sees what we do, I want her to be happy. I want her mom to be happy, and I want everyone that's here to look and say, "Oh wow, that's what I wanted. That's what I want to see."
The exact same to me. No different.
It looked normal again, how it used to look. Like anything's still possible.
When she was a baby, I used to always pick her up and hold her in my face and stare up at her eyes.
Yeah.
You have beautiful eyes, girl.
Thank you.
She absolutely does. Police have yet to make an arrest for the shooting. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. You may get a reward. You do not have to leave your name. Along with the Facebook page, supporters have set up a GoFundMe site for Latasha. We have links for you on our website, fox2now.com. We'll be right back.